Welcome back to 5U Mystery School, and in this video we're going to talk about shadow work. And ironically, with the title, this is the video that people don't want to watch because it's shadow work. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. Carl Gustav Jung. Okay, so Carl Jung was a Swiss psychiatrist who believed that projection is the result of the shadow. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Alright, so you can pause the read, but essentially what I want you to pull from here is, if you are struggling to understand why you behave in certain ways, then it's possible that you've suppressed parts of yourself that you feel uncomfortable with. You might feel ashamed of them, or worried that they would make you appear weak or vulnerable, or perhaps you are afraid that if you acknowledge them, you will lose control over your life. You've learned to reject parts of yourself as you grew so that you would fit into society. And that is the problem. People are living unactualized lives because they are afraid of what other people think of them. But it's important to realize that the more you suppress your shadow, the harder it will become to access. Jung believed that people tend to repress the unwanted parts into themselves, into the unconscious. And that forms what we call the shadow. So like if you're hating on people, or if you're toxic, or if you have nothing but negative things to say about life in general, that's your shadow saying go within, because you're exuding negativity and this is not who we are. You were not born this way. Usually what happens is that somebody in your life triggers that part of your unconscious, and it's a part of yourself that you don't like about yourself, and then you project onto them and you say that you don't like this quality about that person. Well, really it's a reflection of what you have going on the inside. So shadow work means going within to those repressed feelings and asking yourself, why are they there? Why do I feel this way about myself and other people? And a lot of this stems from unhealed childhood trauma. So be mindful when you go within, and be real and be raw with yourself and do the work. The brighter the light, the darker the shadow. So when you see people that's happy and positive all the time, just know that that person probably went through a lot of dark to see that light. Even roses have to go through the dirt before you finally witness their beauty. So to reduce the amount of trauma in your life, reduce the amount of drama, pause and read this quote until you get it. So that unhealed trauma resides in the shadow, and then that becomes part of your identity, and in turn creates the reality that you see. So if you would like to witness a better reality, go within and release those repressed emotions and feelings. It's still going to be there, the yin and the yang, of course, but you start to become a self-actualized person. I hope this helps. I love you. Peace.